Well, guys, we are on the way to get the new project, and we actually did go look at this thing yesterday just to make sure it's something we want to dig into. It's super weird, super different. I've never really seen anything like it before, but you guys are going to enjoy it, and you're going to have to stay tuned. And I got the wife with me, and she's super thrilled to have another boat in the yard. But this thing is sweet, and even she said that she liked it. So let's see what goes on, and stay tuned, guys. It's gonna be a good one. Well, guys, we got it, and the owner didn't really want to be on camera, which you can understand. I respect him, and so we didn't edit, we didn't film or anything, but we do have the boat on the back of the truck, and this is the craziest boat probably I've ever seen. So we'll give you a sneak peek here. Check it out. Just pulled up to the house. Wait till you see this thing, man. Guys, we got it in the backyard. And before I show you the boat, I wanted to tell you guys how I came across this deal. It is a Facebook Marketplace deal, and I found it. I messaged the guy, and he was looking for offers. And he said, if you're really truly interested, he said to send him your phone number. So I was looking, and all of a sudden I see that the listing is deleted, and I'm like, oh man, now I lost out. And then I get a text message, and he says, hey, this is the guy. I have the boat for sale, and if you really want to come look at it, I'll be here this weekend. I was like, I thought I won right there. So gave my info, went to look at it on Saturday, and checked everything out, made sure it was actually worth it. And then we went and got it on Sunday. But really cool deal. Guy's super cool. The reason for him selling is he's rebuilding a car and he don't have any room. He's got kids, and life gets in the way. We know how that goes. But here she is. Check out this deal right here. This thing is sick nasty. It is a Savage Creek. I think it's 16 and a half foot. It is very dirty. It looks like it's been used to set car parts on, and at the end of the video I will let you know how much I got this boat for. Put down in the comment below what you guys think that I paid for it. It needs some love. Looks like there's a new fuel tank in it, and somebody did some work here and doesn't look the greatest, but we'll get all that fixed. The trailer is a Meritrail trailer. Can't go wrong with that. I think it's only 2 years old. The motor runs perfectly. It's a 90 horse Yamaha. It's sun faded from sitting outside, but this is before he had got it. This was his grandfather's boat. And it's kind of funky, man. I mean, it is crazy looking. He went through and resealed all the through holes. He did a lot of work with it. Like I said, it needs some work. It's kind of banged up. We'll get all that figured out. They built something here, and it was made out of plexiglass to go over all this, and he took it off. So we got to fix these correctly. And it needs a serious buffing. Motor runs great. Jack plate works great. You can see on here it had a sticker on it that he had taken off. So I'm debating what I should do here, if I should just try to buff it or maybe wrap it. Man, I've never wrapped a boat, but I mean, it is cool. Super slim, flats machine, and it's a 90, so it's definitely, I think it's a little overpowered. It says 70 and it's got a 90, but there's not much of a weight difference between the 70s and the 90s, so I think we'll be okay. The transom's solid. So one of the issues the owner had was the fuel line is right here, and it goes down inside of this, obviously through your boot, and he was having a problem getting the new fuel line to the tank. And there's not a lot of room, and it's kind of crazy because the hull kind of, it's flat, and then it goes up like this, and then it goes over. So you got to really be able to fish that new fuel line in there, which we're going to get. I don't care how hard it is, but we're going to figure that out. But I want to show you something that's pretty awesome. Here's a rusty bolt. We don't need that. All right, so I'm just going to turn the key on, and I want to show you guys how crazy this is. Look at what that says. Hope you guys can see it. It says 10 hours. And I don't know if that's right, but if it's 10 hours, we just scored, man. I don't even know if this works here. Let's see if this works. Look at that. It's got the old ancient Humminbird, but it works. Whatever. It says it's 30 degrees Fahrenheit. I don't think that that's right, but everything works. So 10 hours, which I don't know if I believe that. I'm gonna take the cowling off, and you guys let me know if you think there's 10 hours on this thing, because I mean, I've seen some clean two-strokes in my day, and the motor is a 2002 and the boat's an 04, so it's definitely been repowered. But look how crispy this two-stroke is, guys. I mean, it doesn't have a lick. There's a little tiny bit of corrosion here. But look how spicy it is, man. A little bit on the gasket, but I mean, that is a very clean 2002 motor. It has the mix on it, so you just put directly fuel in it. I don't know how I feel about that. I need to look at some more reviews of what people think about this auto injection system. I know I've heard mixed reviews on that as well. Might delete it, might not, I don't know. So I'm debating on maybe putting some SeaDek on it, or I really hate SeaDek. Do you guys hate SeaDek? I think it's cool, like minimal, but I really like, you know, using all grip paint and throwing the sand in it and making my own non-skid, and I think that that looks way better than a whole bunch of SeaDek, and it holds up longer. But it is dirty, you know. We're gonna get out here and clean it really well and do all the things, but should I wrap the sides? Let me know. You know, you guys help me out as much as you can. Let me know what I should do. I need to get that fuel line in and little cosmetic stuff, but I think I can get it cleaned up pretty well. So before I do anything drastic, I'm just going to try to clean it and get it looking as best as I can. What do you guys think of it? I mean, what do you guys think? It's kind of crusty looking, but I have a seat for here. It's in this hatch. It's dirty. Even came with some gel coat. Came with new fuel water separator. It doesn't have a Perco switch on it, which I will put a Perco switch on it to make it the batteries actually turn off. It's just hooked directly to a battery right now, which I don't think is cool. These holes are from previous motors here. They need to be fixed and ground out and re-glassed, which I will do. And then somebody turned this into Swiss cheese, which kind of sucks, but it is what it is. And let's get down to the numbers. Okay, so the boat is a 2004. These boats were made in Mims, Florida. Savage Creek, which is Majestic Boats, operated from 2000 to 2010. They also make a smaller skiff, Savage Creek. I don't know, you've probably seen those before a lot. This hull, I've heard mixed reviews on it. I'll let you guys know what I got it for. I got the whole thing, boat, motor, and trailer, for $4,000. I just decided to say, you know, whatever. I think it's a good price. I think I have some money to be made on it. You know, if you look at Gnu's and these other skimmer skiffs and stuff like that, they want $15,000 to, you know, $20,000 for those type of skiffs. So I think I'm winning. Mixed reviews on the hull, like I said, but can't wait to get a redfish on this thing, or some trout or something. I mean, it looks like the old, I mean, I bet it will float and spit. I mean, look at this thing. The most unusual hull I've probably ever seen. So let me know what you guys think, you know. All your comments matter. I read everyone. And if you like this video, you know, make sure to subscribe and give me a thumbs up and do all the things. I appreciate you guys so much, and I hope you enjoyed it. And we'll see you on the next one. Peace, guys.